It's Yash, welcome. Cervical dystonia. It's a chronic situation. That means it's probably not ever going to go away. It's deeply embedded in the nervous system. It's considered a chronic illness or chronic pain, etc. So, a problem that I see people who have chronic situations, particularly dystonia, is in my previous self, is because it's so painful, it's like the mind becomes so obsessed with trying to find a cure to get rid of it. We're like waiting, like when's the day this is going to go away? I want this to go away. And that habit gets so strong, you can spend decades doing that, your whole life. Waiting for the next operation or pill or etc. to make this thing that's probably not going to go away. You're wanting it to go away. That fuels the symptoms of the chronic pain and cervical dystonia or any chronic illness because we're fighting it. Now, the mind it can only understand things black and white. So that some people's mind says, well, you're saying to surrender this thing, what, just sit here and just let it beat me up every day? Just give up? That's not, surrender isn't giving up. It's giving up the obsessive compulsive just fixated attention on trying to impose our self-will to make something happen that maybe won't happen. Surrender means to let this go. God created everything. The universe gave this situation to everybody for a higher reason. If we can't understand what that reason is, that's another story. But there's no accidents. Something needs to accept, like, okay, these are the cards I've been dealt. Intuition, you guide me and let me be open enough to see, is there something out there that can help me? I'm done looking on Google and going from doctor to doctor and getting pissed off because none of them really understand this on a causal level. Like, I've done that. I've been there, done that, I'm done. It's up to you, universe, God. If you want me to live with this thing, give me the power to show me how to live with it. At the same time, let me be open enough to receive some tools that might help ease the symptoms. And if you can get rid of it, I'm not going to fight you on that. Good. This has to be the attitude. And then we might see a deeper reason why we were dealt these cards. The main purpose for any human being on the planet actually is to wake up to our true nature, which doesn't have any kind of chronic illness or pain or dystonia or cervical dystonia, etc. There's a space inside us when this body dies that's going to continue. It doesn't have these debilitative disabilities and disorders. Our highest purpose as a human being isn't to have a family or make a bunch of money, and that's all fine, but that's not the highest purpose. Highest purpose is to recognize this deeper nature of ourself. So, my point, having certain very extenuating, trying situations, such as dystonia or any chronic pain or disability, that can be the spiritual compost or the fuel that helps us turn our attention inside and start to realize our true nature, because nothing out here works anymore. We've tried it. And when we start to recognize our true nature, we start to find, number one, we start to attract things that actually provide some real help, because it's not coming from an obsessive mind looking. It's more of an unfolding. We start to just attract these things, number one. Number two, we start to find there's even a measure of serenity that can be felt and experienced in the midst of symptoms. Isn't that a good deal? The obsessive self-will mind can't find can't give that kind of experience. All it knows is one gear: go, 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 get what I want, fix myself. And it has all this justification why like that should happen. I should have a normal body so I can enjoy my life more and do what everybody else I think they're doing. Do you think everybody's happy who doesn't have a disorder or disability? Look at some of these movie stars or people in the public eye. Look at how many of them killed themselves. So happiness and peace isn't a byproduct of having a healthy body. Actually, it's totally irrelevant on a certain level. It matters how much we're aware of our true nature. This determines the level of peace. A lot of people, we confuse peace with pleasure. If somebody wins the lottery, you're gonna feel happy for a minute, a little bit, and then they're probably gonna feel stressed. They don't know what to do with all the money. If there was some magic cure that totally cured somebody of dystonia or any kind of chronic disability, they'd be on a high for a while, but then it'd wear off if they haven't recognized their true nature. So if you know these things now, if this resonates with what I'm sharing with you, then that can help let go of this obsessive compulsive desire to try to fix your body. At the same time, you're open to if something comes that could be helpful. You see the distinction I'm making? You don't need to be obsessed in order to get help. The mind thinks we need to be fixated on this all the time, otherwise we're going to miss something. No, it's the opposite. You're going to miss things if you are fixated on it all the time. And when it comes to, this is another topic or video, like what things are the best and should I do this and should I do that, that's very individual. We'd have to talk individually. I do consultations and then we can get into that. Otherwise, let your intuition reveal what things might help you, because what might help you might not help somebody else. I made a video. What really helps me is this dry needling therapy. Some people, they like the massage, but for me, massage doesn't do anything. In fact, it can make my symptoms worse sometimes. So to thine own self be true. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. This is a new channel that I wanted to start. I tried to blend it in with some of my other channels that I have, but the algorithm doesn't understand it. The people that need to hear these things, they don't get these videos. So therefore I made this is just a separate channel only for people with dystonia. And so let's see how this goes. All right, see you.